Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to my YouTube video for today, April 8th. I went shopping for sneakers a week ago and got to this huge, big sneakers shoe store in Manhattan and was told that my esoteric, as in not very, New Balance shoes would not be in stock for more than a month, until the middle of May. And I immediately went, oh my goodness, it's got to be the Suez Canal blockage that's just destroyed global supply chains. Well, my sneakers, and then I remembered that last year there was also a problem, so maybe it's not as big a thing as we do. And then I was thinking about, it's spring, so I was going to go to the baseball game. Yankee Stadium is open at 10% capacity, so 5,000 people in a 50,000 person stadium. Sounds like a really cool way to watch a baseball game. And then I was looking at the local news and I saw all these people in the stands and I said, I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Again, am I a useful indicator of how people's attitudes are toward resuming activities in the larger economy? I think probably not, but it still makes you think and wonder about whether our assumptions about all this are accurate. Is that if you want more of my stuff, you can go to my free site, jubakpicks.com. You go to my subscription site, jubakam.com. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube, and you can subscribe to this video on YouTube, which then gets your notification when new ones go up, and I'm doing about one a week. Today's talk is best pick for the big tech war, because I was going to call this the coming big tech war, but I realized, well, the big tech war really is here. You know the big tech stocks, the big five. That's Amazon, Alphabet, known to most of us as Google, Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft. So let's go to some charts. We'll look first at the Amazon chart. You notice basically Amazon has been up and down, but relatively flattish since really this is September of 2020. I mean, we're above this line, but we're not putting in a lot of new highs. We're not putting in a lot of new lows. We're operating within this range. One of the things that came out recently, looking back at 2020, is that Amazon, in terms of the digital ad sales market, Amazon has really only been a player in digital ad sales for maybe 5 years, but they've been taking market share really sort of hand over fist. And in 2020, they found that Amazon had about 10.3% of the total digital ad sales. Now that's up from 7.8% in 2019. And we're talking about, a 53% increase in digital ad sales dollars for Amazon in 2020. It's not really reflected here because there are a lot of other things going on. But one of the things I would like to note about this is that, well, the Amazon gain in ad sales is coming out of someone's hide. And in this case, it looks like it's coming out of Google's hide. Google's the leader in this market. It's got about a 28, 29% share. Facebook is at 25. So Amazon is still, the trailing here, but it's gaining share. And according to eMarketer, we're looking at a steady increase up to 11, almost 12% in 2022, and then almost 13% in 2023. So we're seeing all that happen. It's a real war between Alphabet, Google, and Amazon, because what Amazon is really betting on, which seems to be true, is that when people go to buy a product, they're going to Amazon first rather than doing a Google search, because Amazon, you know the environment, you know the ecosystem, and that means that Amazon is serving up a lot more ads, gradually increasing its share of the ad market. So you got that battle going on between the two of them. Now Google, if we can go there for a moment, or Alphabet, you notice looks very different. It's climbing. One of the things to note about the war between Amazon and Alphabet in the ad space is that Alphabet, Google has been answering back in the cloud space. It's really trying to up its share of the cloud space against Amazon web services. And what we've got here is that, so maybe there's a challenge between Amazon and Google going on in ad sales, but there's also a fight going on between Google and Amazon over the cloud. Okay, so that's one battle going on there. Another battle, and this is maybe the reason that I took the coming out of the title, because this is going on right now, is over Apple's new privacy policy for the apps that are going to be on its App Store. And this is really as part of the update to the iOS operating system. And what it requires, according to Apple, is that instead of now it being a sort of passive thing, which is that if you basically get an app, they don't have to ask you for an active permission to track all your data. They simply get it unless you opt out. What they're going to do is reverse that so that you have to actually opt in to be tracked by marketers. This would have a huge impact upon Facebook. Facebook is livid. They're saying that this is a violation of antitrust because the Apple App Store actually is a marketplace and they're keeping people out of it. So that's not a fun thing. But the fun thing from Facebook's point of view is that they've got an ongoing antitrust suit between Apple and another player. This is between Epic Games, which is the maker of Fortnite, a very, very popular game. And they're in court right now where basically Epic has accused Apple of antitrust violations because of its refusal to let Fortnite have the rules that it wanted for the way that it interacted with users and still be listed in the App Store. So Apple took it off the App Store when Epic Games refused to accede to Apple's terms. So they're having this big fight, and it's sort of a vehicle for Facebook to get its digs in, and because Facebook has been pretty vocal about saying that they think the App Store is a violation of antitrust rules. So Facebook stock in all of this has been going up relatively strongly recently, and Apple has been going down relatively recently. I don't think this has got anything to do with the news. It has a sense of I think it's got a sense that Facebook looked like it might be in trouble in terms of challenges to its model. And now it does, and recently it hasn't looked like it's been challenged, in trouble. Apple people are going, so what's the catalyst here? And they're looking at problems with chip demand. So those are the reasons in the short term the stock has been not doing very well. So you see all these things going on. There's another layer on top of this, which is that the US government has been making noises about taking Apple and Alphabet Google and Amazon and Facebook to court because they are all in violation of some part of the competition rules. That you can make a strong argument that Amazon and Apple are both in violation of antitrust law. So there's a sense of these things, of regulators coming down on these four companies. Okay, there is a fifth horseman in the big tech arena, and that's Microsoft. Microsoft had its own encounter with the government a decade or so ago. It doesn't seem to be, in the face-to-face battle, it doesn't seem to be going face-to-face with Apple or Facebook or Google or Amazon in any of these areas. It's not the primary recipient of ire and challenge. So if you're looking for a stock to play these trends, to play the cloud, to play digital messaging, things like that, Microsoft would be my pick for, say, like the next year or so, because it doesn't face this kind of government challenge, because it faced it before. It doesn't face this kind of head-to-head competition. It's not, it's not the primary target of any of these companies. So this would be my pick. It's in my Jubak Picks portfolio. It's been there for a long time. Will continue to sit there. It would be what I would recommend if you're looking for a big technology stock over the next 6 to 12 months. So thanks for watching my YouTube video. If you want more of my stuff, you can go to my free site, jubakpicks.com. There are 3 portfolios there, including the Jubak Picks portfolio, which has Microsoft on it. You can also sign up, again, for free there. All we need is your email for alerts What it amounts to is that you'll get, at 8 o'clock every day, you'll get an email alert of every post that I put up during the day. And also you get access to the portfolios, which you don't get unless you register. But there's also my subscription site, jubakam.com, which has more portfolios, including some with options and a millennial portfolio. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.